on, everybody? Welcome back to CM Aviation. Hope you're on a fantastic day today, and today we are unboxing the latest Gemini Jets 1:400 scale airport terminal set. I hope all of you are super excited for today's video. This is just so cool. First and foremost, huge shout out to my guy Alphaless. Thank you so much, buddy, for letting me know that Waffle Collectibles had this for $200. That's it. And that coincides exactly with what I want to start with here today. So with this particular box and this particular airport setup, when it came out in 2019, you know, after the 7-gate concourse and so forth, I was just dying for a new airport after that, like in 2014, 15. And finally, when they did this in 2019, that's incredible. Oh my gosh. In 2019, or whenever it was, 2018, I was like, I'm just not going to pay the money for it. I was never going to pay $750 for this. But ladies and gentlemen, it was on Waffle's website for $200, and I just lucked out. I was like, the jet bridges are worth $200 by themselves. What are we waiting for, ladies and gentlemen? Oh my gosh. Man, that fires me up so much. I obviously get super excited about any collectible or so forth, but I can't lie, I have not been this excited in a long, long time. This is exactly what the root of model aircraft collecting should be, and, you know, all the pieces to the puzzle. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Gemini Jets Airport Terminal 22 gates. This is the most recent one. It's got the LED lightings, and obviously this is very similar to this one over here, the original one. But obviously the main difference with this is the rotundas at the end and several other features. And I was actually just about to buy a new map for Great Plains, and I don't know why, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it after Black Friday. I just kind of, you know, kept putting it off and off. And I suppose the reason I kept putting it off was because this was going to happen. And this, ladies and gentlemen, will be such an awesome addition for Great Plains. This is so exciting. We got to stop wasting time. Let's just go ahead and get started, everybody. Oh my goodness. Wow, it's so cool. I don't think I've ever actually unboxed a concourse on my channel, like full flat out initial reactions. This is so cool. And it's crazy to think that this was $200. I guess they were just trying to get rid of it, but I didn't see any discrepancies in the listing, so it should literally be exactly that. And whatever is in here, it's worth it anyway, but I believe it's gonna have all the jet bridges. There they are. I'm trying not to, you know, trying to get this out safely. Let's see if I can. I'm attempting to. There it is. Okay, so it is all there. Oh my gosh, this is epic. Let me see if I can somehow safely. I'm just going to go really slow because obviously this could all fall completely out. There we go. There it is. There they are, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. The fact that this is retails at $750, I'm sorry, but that's ridiculous. That should not retail at that much. So there's the concourses. Let me get you all a little bit better of a view now. There's the concourses. And then we got the rotundas. Let's get the rotundas. Oh, this is so sweet. Look at that green olive color. It's just like the 7-gate, but just enhanced. And then we got the other rotunda. Oh, I can't believe this was $200. How did he justify selling it for 200 bucks? Oh my goodness, get that out. Look at that, there it is. There's the other rotunda, and then down there on the bottom are all the jet bridges. Oh my gosh, that was all $200, all those jet bridges. Wow, oh my gosh, Alphaless, buddy, thank you so much for always looking out for me, dude. I appreciate it. And that goes to all my friends that have helped me get to where we are today with all these aircraft, and now obviously the full Gemini Jets brand new rotunda terminal display. I can't believe that I have both of these now. This is going to be so cool, and I know all of you are going to love it in the model airport. I love making this content for y'all, and having opportunities like this is so exciting. So obviously this is massive. So I'll just briefly go through this first, and I'm going to set it up for y'all because that's what we want to see, obviously. So first and foremost, here is the full 22 jet bridges, which is so cool. And they do have a new design on these jet bridges for this concourse, and that's these pieces right here. We'll get a better look at them in a little bit, but it's for the wide body jet bridges. Speaking of all those jet bridges, look at all those jet bridges. There's like 30 jet bridges in there with the doubles. This is so awesome, man. This is great. So I literally paid $200 for all of this, and I got all these jet bridges, and this is going to be so great for Great Plains, no pun intended. But I'm so excited to get to feature these all. So we got all the jet bridges. This is excellent. And then once again, I'll give you better looks once it's set up because I know that's how you all want to see it. But we have the first Gemini Jets concourse here. And I can just use them in individual pieces for other airports too, which is so epic. We have the second concourse right here, and it's brand new too. It's brand new. It hasn't even been touched, which is unbelievable to me. We have the first rotunda, which I think that piece looks so cool on it. So there's the rotunda, and it's, you know, I don't know why it has the end pieces there. I guess they built it to where you can just use it by itself, which is so cool. I didn't even know that it had that right there. So we got the rotundas, and they both have those pieces, so these can literally be used as individual gates. Great features by Gemini Jets. Okay, I'm not gonna waste any time because I wanna get this set up for you all, and I know you wanna see it. So I'll see if I can do a time lapse because I bet that'll be pretty fun, and I'll set this all up and we can get it rolling, everybody. So let me go ahead and start setting up this beautiful display. Oh my gosh, everybody, take a look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1:400 scale Gemini Jets 22 gate airport terminal facility. Oh my goodness. This is so cool. I'm just so impressed with how awesome it looks and so forth. And it's really cool that it all fit right here on this table. So this is absolutely awesome and just looks absolutely outstanding. So excited to have this. As you all can tell, this is so cool. So let's just go ahead and take a look at the models a little bit closer in detail and just go ahead and really get into it. So as you can tell, the main difference from this one over here is that we got the rotundas, which look very nice. So let me give you some different views of the rotundas here. As you can tell, they're absolutely spectacular and they look very, very nice. So very good detail. As you can tell, you have multiple areas there for the gates to get into with the sockets, which is really nice. And this obviously gives us several really good angles here to work with, which is really nice. So yeah, obviously you have a wide body and narrow body side, just like the last one. However, now we have the really cool wide body jet bridge design, which I don't believe was on the previous one. So really great value that you get all these etched double wide body gates. So very versatile. You also get the 2 Airbus A380 capable gates, which is really cool. They're not positioned exactly right now, but obviously I'm gonna adjust those so that we get a better vantage point. But as you can tell, it's really awesome. So let me just go ahead and take you all along to show you a little bit of the details of the actual side. So we'll get a better look at the actual panel on the other side, since that side has a little bit more lighting, but there's kind of what it looks like here from a glance. As you can tell, it looks pretty cool. So very nice job right there. And I didn't quite get all my gates perfectly adjusted there, but nevertheless, it's pretty close. So as you can tell, I got a nice little display going here, a US fictional setup. So you can see my Delta aircraft right here, looking pretty strong. Got an E220 and a Boeing 757. Got an American Airbus A319, A321neo, getting some good representation there. Probably should have got another United, but I got United MAX 9 in here. All Gemini jets, of course. How could they not be? And I got an Alaska 737 MAX 8 right here. And again, the design's the exact same, just obviously coming up here to a 22 gate facility from the previous 7 gate one, which I hope to review that at some point too. Here's the Allegiant 737 MAX 8, so quite a few Maxes, but we're finally gonna get some Airbuses. You got the Frontier 320 Griswold Bear right here, looking very nice. And again, all the jet bridges are very good. Quite a few short ones, but some longer ones as well. And you got the Spirit Airbus A320neo. So all that looks very nice. And then around the corner here, we do have some of the other airlines. Here's a Southwest 737 MAX 8 kind of hiding out. Good JetBlue Airbus E220-300 looking very nice. And here's a good look there at the panel. You can see a little bit better, but the other side's gonna be best. Got the Breeze A220. And then let me come around to the other side here. Got some international traffic for the narrow bodies on the Copa 737 MAX 9. So all that's looking very nice. And then you might get a little bit better of an angle here. Yeah, it's a little better. It's not perfect, but you can definitely see it much better from this side. There on what the side panels look like. And there's a really good look at the rotunda. There's a nice perspective of it right there. Very nice. So you got the Hawaiian Boeing 77-9 looking very nice in those double jet bridges. It's a really good design, easy for the gates to hold themselves up. I'm a huge fan of it. They definitely did their math when they were thinking of that design, so that's really cool. And maybe they'll sell them independently at some point, but at this point, probably not. But still really cool to think about. Got the Cebu Pacific Airbus A330neo. Looking very nice. Definitely came out really nicely. And again, they're not angled up completely perfectly and so forth. I would like to have more spacing in a perfect world, but on a little bit of a time crunch. Got the Condor Airbus A330neo. Very nice. Really, really good model. And you definitely can see the jet bridge is looking strong right there. At the Lufthansa Airbus E340-600, looking very nice. That is super sharp, so happy to see that. You get the ITA Airbus E330-200, very nice model there. You can see some really good details. There's some different perspectives. And here's the Aer Lingus Airbus E330-300. And you can see how nice that looks there from that vantage point. So very strong. And then here's a really good look here at this side of the rotunda. You can definitely get a better vantage point from this side. So that looks very nice. And then obviously you got all the international carriers. It's a great view. Got the Emirates MBA livery Airbus A380, really cool model. Definitely really glad to get to feature it. You got the Emirates Airbus A380 normal livery because we know how much Gemini and Emirates love the partnership. So of course we got that going. You got the Turkish Boeing 787-9. So yeah, I really hope all of you enjoyed this. I'll try to put in a clip there what it looks like at night as well. But really cool display. I didn't want to make it too long, but I definitely want to show you all what it looks like with models at it. So definitely I'm going to be considering getting the Madden. I'll definitely consider doing a follow-up video. So if you like this one, definitely let me know in the comments below. But nevertheless, that'll do for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Just process. Do you love and love you do. My name is CM Aviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all soon. The CM Aviation is signing off.